You know how we always talk about unsung heroes?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, isn't it? Like, have you ever stopped to think that some of them, oh, they might be right in front of us the whole time?
Yeah, like hidden in plain sight.
Exactly. We
Mm-hmm.
put people in boxes, especially in the entertainment world. It moves so fast.
It's easy to get caught up in the surface, for sure.
But today, we're going deeper, like way deeper. We're peeling back all the layers on a life that, well, it reminds us there's always more to the story than meets the eye.
I'm intrigued. Who are we diving into today?
Get ready for this, because we're taking a deep dive into the incredible journey of Drake Hogestyn,
Drake Hogestyn? Wait, the Drake Hogestyn? The John Black?
the one and only. We're talking almost 40 years on Days of Our Lives.
Wow, okay, now that's a legacy. You think you know an actor from a role like that, but there's always more to uncover, right?
Oh, absolutely. And trust me, his story is full of surprises. Picture this.
Mm.
It's the 1970s, and we've got a young Drake Hogestyn, not on a Hollywood set, but on a baseball diamond.
Really? Hold on, so he was a ball player.
And not just dreaming of the big leagues. He actually signed with the New York Yankees.
No way! He was almost a Yankee. Seriously.
Seriously. Even played on their farm team. Poised for greatness. So the question is, what happened? Why aren't we talking about a Hogestyn Hall of Fame career?
Yeah, that's a head-scratcher, right? I mean, you don't go from the Yankees to daytime TV without a story there.
Well, life, as they say,
Mm.
it has a way of, throwing curveballs.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Baseball, curveballs.
Sadly, an injury forced him to rethink everything. Imagine having your dreams, your entire future, sidelined like that.
It's got to take incredible resilience to come back from something like that, to find a new passion, a new path.
And that is where Hogestyn's story takes this wild turn. Fast forward a few years, and instead of a pitcher's mound, he finds himself on the set of Days of Our Lives.
Okay, now we're talking Days of Our Lives.
Right.
But how does he go from baseball to Salem?
The wildest part. He doesn't start as John Black.
He doesn't.
Nope. He enters the scene as this mysterious figure, only known as the Pawn.
The Pawn! Oh, classic soap opera intrigue. I bet viewers were hooked.
Absolutely. And with Hogestyn's talent, charisma. Well, let's just say the Pawn didn't stay a mystery for long. He became John Black, and, well, the rest is history, right?
History is an understatement. Days of Our Lives, this show's been running for what, almost 60 years now? 6 decades? There's got to be a reason it connects with people on such a deep level. And it goes beyond just, those dramatic storylines, doesn't it?
You're totally right. There's something deeper there. It's more than just the drama, the cliffhangers. It's something about the characters, the world they've created.
Exactly. Soap operas, especially Days, they tap into this, very human need. We crave connection. We want those shared experiences, even if it's escaping into a world of, heightened emotions and drama.
It's like a shared experience.
So it's about community, belonging.
Yeah.
Days always tackled important social issues head-on, pushed boundaries. Viewers connect with that, with characters that start to feel like family.
And John Black, I mean. Amnesia, legendary love affairs, constantly in some kind of danger. He's like the ultimate soap opera hero, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even when he's, making those questionable choices.
You can't help but root for him.
Speaking of love, you will not believe Hogestyn's real-life romance. It puts even John and Marlena to shame.
Oh, come on. Now you've got to spill the tea. What's juicier than a Days love story?
Okay, so John and Marlena. Legendary, we know, right?
Yeah.
But Hogestyn, in real life, was married to his high school sweetheart for 37 years.
Now that is something special. 37 years, especially in Hollywood, that's practically unheard of. Makes you wonder how much that kind of unwavering love, that support, played a role in his career, in him being, just such a genuinely good guy.
It really makes you think about the things that matter. All the glitter and glam, it fades away. But that kind of love, that lasts.
It reminds you there's a real person behind the celebrity, right? With a whole story that goes way beyond what we see on screen. And those real stories, they hit different. Love, resilience, all that. It's powerful stuff.
And tragically, Drake Hogestyn's story just reached its final chapter. Earlier this week, on September 28th, he passed away.
Oh, no, after a battle with pancreatic cancer.
They was.
That's heartbreaking. I know everyone always says it, but it's such a loss. Not just for his family and friends, but for all the fans who felt like they knew him. Pancreatic cancer. It's just brutal.
It really is. Such a difficult thing to face. Takes incredible strength.
And courage, too, to keep fighting, even when...
Yeah.
It makes you think about his most famous role, John Black. always facing down some kind of danger, some impossible odds.
It's hard not to see the parallels.
Yeah.
The strength that Hogestyn brought to that character, that fighting spirit, it hits different now.
Definitely. Knowing he was facing his own battle while he was portraying that resilience, it adds another layer, you know. And the tributes from everyone, his co-stars, the fans, it speaks volumes about the impact he had.
Totally. Some of the things his Days family been saying, it's really touching. Like Allison Sweeney, who played Sammy Brady, his on-screen daughter.
Yeah.
She said, Drake was an incredible man. He was funny, generous, and thoughtful. He cared about every single scene, every person. He loved Days, the fans, and shared that passion with everyone on set.
Wow. Just listening to that, you get a real sense of the kind of person he was, that warmth, that generosity.
It really comes through, doesn't it? And you think about it, the entertainment industry, sure, there's all the glamour and whatnot, but at its heart, it's still a workplace.
Yeah.
People form bonds, real connections, especially on a show like Days.
Yeah, you spend years, decades even, working together, living these characters, these storylines. It's bound to go deeper than just a job, right?
Absolutely. And it's not just the actors either. It's the emotions, the memories they evoke in the viewers. That connection, it's powerful and it's unique. You know what really got to me? What Kristen Alfonso said, she played Hope, John Black's longtime love. She said, I'll always remember you as a loving father, husband, and dear friend, but mostly an incredible, passionate human being, generous, immensely kind.
You can hear the genuine love and respect in her voice. Just, oh, wow. It speaks to something really special about storytelling, don't you think? These characters, they may be fictional, but the emotions they evoke, they're real. The connections we forge with them as viewers, they're real.
It really highlights that bond.
Yeah.
You know, actors, especially on a show like Days, they have with their audience. They invite us in, make us laugh, cry, even inspire us sometimes.
It's a powerful thing for sure. And in a world that feels like, I don't know, like everyone's always at odds, those shared experiences, even fictional ones, they matter. We need that.
We do. We need those reminders of our humanity, like you said, that we're all connected somehow. You know, another tribute that really stuck with me, it was Christopher Sean, played John Black's son, Paul. He said, you were more than just my TV father. In my eyes, you were my dad.
Powerful, right? Wow. Yeah, that says it all, doesn't it? The impact Hogestyn had, not just on his coworkers, but on the people watching at home for years. He was a part of their lives, their families.
And that kind of legacy, you can't manufacture that. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I don't know about you, but it makes me stop and think, how often do we forget about the real people behind those characters? The ones who entertain us, who make us feel things.
Right. They bring us joy, help us escape, all while carrying their own stories, their own struggles. We don't always see that.
It's a good reminder to look deeper, isn't it?
Yeah.
See the humanity in everyone. Craig Hogestyn, he might have been famous for playing a character, but his life, his love, that was real.
And those things, those real things, they have a ripple effect. He was a husband, a father, a friend, and for millions of people, he was an inspiration.
And that's something pretty incredible.